Welcome to Bourbon Taste-Offs, playoff brackets of the best whiskeys. Join us in our season-long quest to find our tastiest bourbon. And here are the playoff brackets of the best whiskeys. They include the first quarter. The first 3 months are done in the books. Here is the list of what is advanced. We are currently recording the second quarter. Please listen into the episodes and follow along and join us in this journey. Oh, welcome to Bourbon Taste-Offs. This is episode number 26, and this is a monthly winner episode. So we're going to take previous episode winners and pair them off against each other to find this month's winner. And we are your hosts, Todd, Josh, and Dan. Welcome back, you guys. Episode 26.
Wow.
Bring it on.
Wow. So it's been a while between 24 and 25. Probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah. Yep.
So I actually couldn't even tell you what is in this assortment.
Do you want me to tell you?
I don't know. It's up to Dan.
I want to know what's there. I want to know what we're drinking tonight.
So the first episode that we paired off was a bottle share, and the Town Branch Cask Strength ended up winning that one. The next episode we did all Jefferson products, so there was some Jefferson Ocean, there was some Jefferson Reserve. There was the one that ended up winning was a Jefferson Ocean, and it was a certain voyage number. I can't remember exactly what it was. Sure. And then we had a rye episode, and we had this pumpernickel rye that was really tasty. It didn't end up winning. What did end up winning was the Michter's single barrel rye, which is a great product. And then our last episode, we had a cabin strength come through and win, which is like a Central Standard product that Red Cabin is also one of their products.
What an assortment.
Yeah, it is going to be pretty diverse.
All right.
Yeah, so don't know what they are. Dan, if you want to pick a number, we'll find out what is going to go against number one.
Number 4.
All right.
All right.
Nice little trend going with that. So in this episode, our tastings are glass 1 is the Town Branch, glass 2 is the Cabin Strength, glass 3 is Jefferson's Ocean, and glass 4 is Michter's single barrel rye. Yeah, previous winners. So they kind of stood up on their own to pass muster.
One's got a great nose.
Let's do a cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Love drinking with you guys.
One's got a great.
I start swirling my water.
Check out his legs.
Multitasking. Comically, with this up north house we're doing, I've learned a lot more about water and pH scale, and because we had to put a water filtration system in and an iron filter and all this stuff.
Oh,
how is that house coming?
We're pretty much, I'd say we're done. Just paint the trim and some stuff, but we're in a really good spot. So
I saw he showed me, he came over last night and showed me some of the video he took of his place. The finished product, it looks great.
Yeah.
Talking about the 10-foot ceilings in some of the rooms.
I'm looking forward to these weekends up there.
I'm alright with the game, like a weekend away, and just bring at them, and
We could do a
That'd be
podcast
awesome.
on the road.
That would be
Yeah.
awesome.
we're doing it on the pontoon in the middle of the lake.
Yeah. We actually do plan on taking it on the road. When we go up to Myrtle Beach, we're going to be in Myrtle Beach for a week golfing, and we plan on taking the equipment and actually recording.
One's really good.
Is it?
I haven't even smelled it.
I like it.
Why do you like it so much?
It reminds me of Four Roses. It's complex. It's got heat. I like one.
Yeah, you're not lying.
I like one.
Dan likes one.
I know. It's got that seductive whisper.
Mm-hmm.
This is good.
4's got a good nose too.
It's almost like we are picking some decent picks then on these previous episodes.
Tough choice.
Good.
This is fun.
I'll use the word. 4 is definitely much smoother. A fine product, but I think 1 is more complex. It's got a little bit more going on, a little bit more hug.
I don't know. I got a good hug on 4.
Did you really?
Yeah.
We may need a re-pour. These are both
No
so darn
kidding.
good.
No kidding.
These are good products.
Yeah.
One's got good finish too.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know if I told you guys this. Took my daughter to the fair yesterday.
How'd it go?
Oh,
First time, 7 months. Her favorite place we went to was we went to the animal barns.
I was gonna ask.
And loved the goats.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah? I am kind of just saying that.
Are you?
Just so you can throw it in. Huh?
Yeah.
No, it was pretty
Have
cool.
an intervention of some sort.
You guys are no longer allowed to say the word goat. I tried to convince my wife to take my 7-month-old down the giant slide. She wasn't having any of it.
Yeah.
That sounds dangerous.
That does sound dangerous. It sounds dangerous for a 52-year-old to go down the slide.
So you start tumbling.
So I didn't win that one. Oh, between these two,
Not that battle, huh?
yeah, she said next year, Josh. She said, all right, I'm holding you to it. All right, I gotta pick.
Alright, I think I may be alone here, but I'll go 1. I picked 1. Just got a little bit more bourbon that I like. But 4 is a fine product.
Yeah. When I tasted them, they are both really, really, really good. However, I like 4 only because it seems just more comfort to me.
I understand what you're saying completely.
Yeah. I mean, that's really all I'm going off. Is
You
just
guys could
comfort.
sway me into it. I mean, I can see that with a cigar on the deck all night long.
Yeah.
But 1 just had a little something more to it, a little more complexity to it. I don't know what these are. I mean, besides I know what they are, but
Right.
is there any chance that 1 is the rye? It had just a little bit more acidity to it.
It's very possible.
Okay.
Because I think the rye, when we did have it, it's like a subtle rye. Like,
And I know I've over these 25, 26 episodes, I've not been the biggest fan of ryes, but I have come to appreciate a more subtle rye. And I don't know what the blend would be that my tip point is or something like that. But I think in the 30s, I'm okay. I think I'm coming to realize I like rye, but just not overdone rye,
Right.
in my opinion.
okay.
Maybe similar to how I do IPAs, where there's that bitterness. I like a little bit, but when it gets crazy, then it's off-putting to me. But I picked 1, so I was interested to see what Josh says.
Yeah.
So 4 Roses has that buttery taste. We've liked that a lot, and I really do like 4 smooth, light, buttery, but in my opinion, almost a little bit too light. So I actually, based on the flavor, the complexity, I actually picked 1.
Okay.
So
Very
you
good.
were not alone, Dan.
Yeah,
Right.
I think your analysis is right on. 4 is really, it's just a little lighter.
Sure.
And I think, and if you gave us these reverse tomorrow, maybe I'd make a different decision. That's very possible. But
Yeah.
I think 1 just had a little bit more going on for me.
Both are really good.
They both are really good.
Yeah.
Like I just kept sipping both of them, so
Yeah.
I may need a re-pour.
Yeah.
And you said 1 was the Michter's rye?
I don't know.
Well, we don't know.
we don't know what it is yet.
Oh, okay.
But there is a Michter's rye, yes.
Okay.
in the lineup.
Okay. Right. Is that easy product to get, or is that hard to find?
You can get it pretty much anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I
Autos
have
has it like in the boxes stacked up, and there's
Okay. Because I like
Cases.
regular mixers a lot,
Yeah.
so I've never. If this is their rye, then I might be becoming a rye guy.
Yeah.
Maybe I just.
Holy
I
cow!
know.
right.
Chameleon on set.
I know. Well,
In the flesh.
the transformation is fun. You know?
It is fun.
And that's what blindness, I think, does for you, is you get to just kind of pick out what. I wonder what rye I was drinking early on that turned me off to it too much. It was just too much rye.
Well, let's be honest. With the amount of attention that is in bourbon and whiskey, people are really refining at an exponential pace
Right.
these products.
Yeah.
And some of the tried and true ones, the old ones, I'm sure are still phenomenal. But some of the new ones that are coming out, they're just really working to refine that. So that might be part of it too.
Yeah. Very good. Very
All
good.
right. Way to go, Juan. I just like to do that so we put in like a cheer.
Yeah. No, I heard cheers.
222. Little pop on the nose. That's got a good flavor too.
I feel like just a little more heat than the first two.
Really?
I agree. Yep, you can feel it on the lips.
My tongue's tingling.
Watch, that's the rye.
I have a pick already.
Wow.
That easy.
Wow.
It may or may not be that easy for you.
Yeah, 3 is definitely less proof, but it's smooth.
3's just a little more flat for me.
Three's the kind of bourbon that you want to introduce somebody to. It's not a bourbon drinker. Like, hey, try this one.
Yeah.
I think after going 3 back to 2, I'd suggest you do that. I think
I suggest you do that. Do a revisit.
I'd suggest going back to 2 after doing 3, and it may accentuate some things in 2.
Yeah.
That was my experience.
Yeah, I've got a pick.
I got to pick 2.
I'll start it out, if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna be unanimous
I
here.
think we might be. Yeah, I picked 2. It's a full flavor, full body, heated. It's just a flavor bomb, in my opinion. So I
Yeah,
picked
same with
2.
me. Same with me.
When I was like 3, I was like, flat for me. Then went back to 2, I was like, oh damn, this is good. So definitely a difference between the 2. And 2 I liked. Going to 3, I was like, 3's okay. Going back to 2, I was like, I like this product. So,
Yeah.
So 2 for me as well.
Very good. Here for 2. So we're gonna bring out.
Just give you 1 versus 2.
Yeah. So we're gonna bring out 4 and 3.
Okay.
Go ahead, Josh, if you want to reveal. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So, I liked the rye. So 4 was going against 1, and it just was nice and warm to me. This is the straight rye, single barrel.
And we both thought it had less flavor.
I call it smooth, light, and buttery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which,
And a rye. Who would have thought that those 3 or 4
Right.
adjectives would all exist in the same?
Right.
yeah.
But good.
I think it's delicious. I did end up picking that one out of 1 and 4. I really like that one.
What's the price point on this? I haven't bought this in a while, but I have it.
It's been a while for me too.
I think it's below 50, right?
I think it might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny with inflation, the way it is, and when I first got into bourbon 5 years ago, I think it was below or above 40, so now we're like, hey, below or above 50 is kind of that price point.
Yeah. Do you have any of the higher end Michter stuff, like 10-year?
I don't.
I don't either.
I would want that.
Sure.
We did an episode before though where I have a Michter's Toasted.
Okay.
And that one you can't find anywhere. So I was actually at the distillery when I picked that one up. Although I described it as having like a foot funk to it.
Tasted like.
Right. Made me look like a foot fetish kind of guy, but I really am not.
Well, you didn't pick it.
True.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's move on to 3.
Yes, let's do that. It's getting awkward already. So 3 ended up being Jefferson's Ocean, and that's voyage number 23. I think going against number 2, it kind of didn't really have a chance because it is like a 90 proofer, and I'm guessing. The only 2 options left are 104 proof and 118 proof. So we're already looking at just high flavor beating out some of the lower ones.
Awesome. I love this product. And one of my favorite ways to do this product is actually cold. Put it in the freezer, take it cold. We actually, we'll go out on the boat and we'll actually put it in a cooler on ice. And we'll just take swigs from it directly. And it's amazing.
Yeah. No.
So, yeah, it's really liked it. The 2 products that we picked had more flavor today.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. I agree. So we will go back to 1.
Are you an Ocean fan? Have you had Jefferson Ocean?
Like Ocean's 11?
Like the salt water when you swim and
Yeah.
boogie board.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that?
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah,
I love
umbrellas,
that.
sand in the toes, drink in the hand.
Do you have any Jefferson's Ocean?
Yeah,
You do. Okay.
but not just the generic one.
Well, they're all generic. They're just different voyages. Oh, you have Jefferson's. You don't have Jefferson Ocean.
Yeah, maybe that's what maybe that's what I'm saying.
Got it.
Aren't the Oceans like $80-$90?
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
They're pricey.
Yeah.
Some of them are like advertised as like tropics, where they
Right.
actually travel just in the tropical regions.
Right.
Others are like cast strength. I've got a weeded one, so they are all kind of different.
And then I'll go out to sea and float in a boat. Is that the idea?
That is the idea.
So I organized a golf trip with a bunch of guys, 12 guys, down in Kentucky, and this was our first distillery that we went to, and it was the Artisan Distillery. So this is also where our friend Billy Go came from.
Right.
So from the same Artisan Distillery. So
Yeah.
So it was a really cool experience. Really small, like it's almost like you drive by it, it's like a Cracker Barrel, but
Sure.
but just it says Artisan Distillery out front, and it was a really cool experience. And they actually had the mash and stuff in there and everything. So yeah, I love that. That would be a fun trip to do with this group too.
That would. I know. We seriously do have to pick something to travel to. Yeah, you guys did pick a good one though. One is pretty good.
Josh, hit me a cracker. I need to clean my palate.
There you go, sir.
Thank you.
These are good.
Mm-hmm. I'm like slurping on my water, I'm crunching on my cracker.
This is a really tough choice.
I want to give it a fair shake here.
Right. And if you do need more of a pour, we can have it poured.
So we have Town Branch
Mm-hmm.
and Red Cabin remaining.
Yep.
That's wild. That's
is.
not what I would have expected, especially the Town Branch making it through.
Right.
Well, if the Red Cabin wins, I may stop on the way home. I don't have any of this product at all.
I definitely don't have this one.
Right. Yeah, when we were having our first episode, I was at the end of it. I kind of explained that they make a cabin strength that's really delicious, and it is showing through. But this Town Branch is really good too, and I think we kind of know what we're tasting now. You know, just by the profile of it, and the Town Branch is a cask strength, so it is a high proof. I think it was a barrel pick too, so I'm trying to think of it as a single barrel
Is
though.
that Town Branch out of Texas, right?
No, it's Lexington.
Okay, Kentucky.
Yeah.
I was just thinking one of the bottles, or I think we did it like a Texas versus regional.
Yeah, we did.
With Adam, right?
Yeah, Adam brought Tennessee and Texas
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
options.
So the Town Branch has the same bottle as Driftless Glen,
Correct.
the little square thing.
Yep.
I don't know what to say about these two. I think I'm going to contradict myself a little bit here. And I'm going to say one has more going on, but I think I like two better because one maybe just has too much going on and two has enough going on that I don't know, I feel like I'm really contradicting. I usually like. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
It does.
It's two, okay.
It does. Yeah.
Because one's got a lot going on, and two has a lot going on too, but not as much. And I wonder if one's a little too much going on.
Yeah, they're both complex.
Right. Yeah.
I might need another pour because I thought the exact opposite.
Oh, the two of them.
Yeah, two had more going on than one.
Okay.
But
What do you want more of a pour of?
I think one.
Okay. Oh, now we've got enough. Look at that.
Comically, I was at my actually. No, I'm just kidding. Very good. Very good. You know, that's my son. This and this will be our day cap.
There is something about having just a bigger mouth pour. Like a lot of these tastings, we really only just put a little bit in, and so we're just really getting a little sip of it. We just got a refill of glass one, and now I feel like I have the liberty to just take a bigger swig almost.
Sure.
And it's
Hit different parts of your mouth.
yeah, it really does.
Taste buds, absolutely.
So I'm almost wondering, do we start taking like more pour? That makes it taste actually more delicious, actually.
One is good.
Mm-hmm. But then again, I know it'll be the same with two if I did that too as well. So much riding on this. We gotta kick one out.
I've got a winner.
Good. One of us does. I think I do too. Yeah, I know I do. Want to hear a riddle? I'm kidding. No, yeah.
Back to dad jokes.
I heard a dad joke yesterday. I'm gonna butcher this. Do you know where dads store all of their information? In a database.
That's a dad joke. I've got one that I always tell people that's, you almost wonder, is it okay with kids kind of thing, but what kind of bees give milk? Boobies.
Wow, all right.
I mean, it's a fact of life,
Sure.
but
All right, I've picked.
that one I probably will edit out. Remember that one day? Like, you can edit this out, right? I'm like, yeah, and then I keep it in. All right, so it looks like we're all have decided. I know in the past episodes I've been accused of being like the swing vote, so I'm gonna go first. I really thought, I think all four of these were really pretty good. I think we had a tough time picking between 1 and 4, which was the first matchup, and 2 and 3 seemed a little bit easier, but that was like a high proof against a low proof. Coming back now, these are a little more evenly matched. They're both got good flavors, good complexity. I really like 2. 2 reminds me of a previous winner in that the Angel's Envy Rye, finished in a rum cask. Has that maple syrup, just that high viscosity, thick, just full of flavor, and that stood out to me. That was a monthly winner as well. I just kind of like that style of bourbon, so I'm picking 2.
I very challenged between 1 and 2. I really liked both of them. So Dan had said it for him. 1 was, actually I don't want to put words in your mouth. I'll just say what I think 2 had a little bit more to it, and I ended up picking 1 because it was a little more straightforward, a little less complex, but like a really good bourbon. So I ended up picking 1. So Dan, you'll be the deciding factor.
It's interesting what you said, because I agree with all of what you said there, but I chose 2. And it may have just been there was 100 flavors in 1 and only 90 in 2, and 100 was just a little too much for me. The amp was just a little on 11 too long for me. But I liked them. All 4 of these were very good. And this is splitting hairs, but I wrote down 2, and I'm going to stick by 2. And it was just a little muted off of too much, which was a perfect blend for me. But tomorrow, you could switch them with me, and I'd be like, oh yeah, I like that other one.
Yeah.
I'd say this is one of the more difficult choices I've had in a long time.
I agree.
It's fun when they're good bourbons.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to be fair, and I was like, I think I know what 2 is, and I was just like, all right, let me go off a taste.
Right.
So-
Because who cares what it is?
Right.
Right.
And that's why
Yeah.
awesome. We were split,
Yeah.
which is cool. I like when we're split.
I do too, because it could easily bend both ways because they're that good.
Right.
you know?
Sure, easily.
Yep.
Awesome. We'll bring them out.
That's right. We'll bring them out and talk about them.
Bring it on.
So we're back. Here's the reveal for bottle 1, and that is the Town Branch with the glass bottle top, which is a decanter style. And Josh, you picked this one. That's a fantastic bottle.
It was a really, really tough pick, and it kind of had a premonition of what this was.
Yeah.
So didn't want to have to pick on, hey, I like Wisconsin versus the other, but really did like it a lot. And very flavorful. For me, not over the top. 104 proof. Doesn't taste like 104 proof.
Right.
52% alcohol. Lexington, Kentucky. Yeah, I love this. Thought it was great.
I do too. I'm a fan.
What proof did it taste like to you? Higher or lower?
A little lower.
Yeah.
No, actually, Dan, you're right.
I was gonna say
I think it was about right. Yeah, it was about right. 50.
I would have said higher.
Okay.
I mean, if you remember, my critique was it almost had too much going on. So I would have proofed it higher. I would have thought it'd been 115 in that neck of the woods.
Yeah, my tongue didn't tingle. I take back my statement. That's a fair. I was thinking it's definitely not 80 proof, and it didn't feel like 120 proof. So it was right in the middle.
I remember reading this description when we tried it. It says woody oak aromas, hints of caramel, brown sugar, and cherry, and a smooth finish. You, Dan, kind of brought up the idea that it reminds you of Four Roses.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. It does. Man, maybe we should get that bottle out to just sip against it or something like that. But
I'm game.
Right.
so, this is tough when there's all these good bottles. All of these would be a night where you could bring it out to the deck and drink with your buddies and feel like really comfortable.
Spot on.
Yeah, I totally agree.
7 p.m. alright?
Yeah.
Or 8. Just tell me when. One is good. It's damn good.
It is very good.
Good pick, Josh.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. We even had to get a refill on it.
I'm just drinking right
Yeah.
now. This is really
Town
good.
Ranch is a Kentucky product?
Yep.
It looks that way. Lexington,
Yeah, it's
Kentucky.
Lexington. Yeah, so I mean, process of elimination, we know that the last one is a Wisconsin product that takes a monthly win.
Just to get back to Town Ranch, have you ever seen it in age dated or like a 10-year or an 8-year? Have you ever seen anything that they do?
I have not, but that doesn't mean there isn't.
Okay.
I'm not the most versed on Town Branch.
Does it say how old that bottle? How old it is?
Barrel hand selected by Woodman's. So this is a barrel pick.
Okay.
It does have a barrel number, a lot number. It does not, so far that I can see, have an age statement.
I mean, 20 barrel in 2017, but that doesn't mean anything.
Oh, it's filled in, you're right. I would assume then, this is a fairly new product on the shelf. So I'm assuming
4+ years.
4+ years, yeah. Yeah. Which, it is a bourbon, which means it has to be, if it's not age stated on the label, it's got to be 4 years. So.
Interesting.
Who brought this? Was it you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good. I
Yeah.
have a
think
couple
so,
bottles at home, but I just haven't.
Well, this is a single barrel reserve barrel pick.
Yeah.
So you may or may not have.
You're out of the picture too.
Yeah.
I may have a little bit at home.
Exactly. He comes back. Here they are.
Speaking of Olympics and the marathon going on this morning.
And the winner is glass number 2, which was the Cabin Strength Bourbon Whiskey. It's a single barrel. It's 118 proof from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
And what did we drink in the episode before?
We had all Wisconsin products.
Yeah, but which one of these?
That was it.
No, this is it.
That was it.
Oh, that winner became this.
That winner became this
Not
one.
this sale. Yeah.
Why is that here? Because it won an episode.
Right. Okay, so
You've been working really hard on that technically.
Yeah. So it won the last episode. Okay.
And it won that episode, so back to back.
Yeah. That is a flavor bomb of a whiskey. That is. And I'm glad that we had this experience because, I mean, I'm a fan of all of these bottles. But on our very first episode, I actually mentioned this one saying it is such a delicious bottle. And it is.
And this is actually 120 proof.
Yeah. That's.
Where can I find this?
Todd's backyard.
Right? It is tough to find.
Okay.
Woodman's maybe?
Woodman's might have it. However, I can't remember seeing it there. I ended up getting this there's a place near us called Liquor Guys. And typically when I've seen it, it's been over
Is that the one that I told you
$70.
to go to?
It is.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So thank you.
And Tulsa.
Yeah, they have a really
Yeah,
good selection.
That's right down the road from
Yeah.
the other places.
And that they have it the cheapest I've seen it, which is like $63. I think I got this for.
Yeah. All right.
But I mean, you can put ice cube in this thing and just have it, change its complexity, change its flavor profile, and it's such a delicious bourbon. A buddy of mine actually came to my house to have a cigar, and actually, as a thank you, brought me a bottle, and that's where I first had it. The bottle did not last long.
The cabin, the original red cabin or the cabin strength?
The Cabin Strength. Because at that point, I had the red cabin before, but I'd never had this one. And when I tasted this, I was like, wow, it was so good. So I was really appreciative that he didn't have to bring it, but he did. And those are the types of friends I have. You know? You guys are awesome.
Well, cheers.
Yeah.
Have his strength.
Cheers to Wisconsin Bourbon taking a monthly win. Thank you guys for helping me figure this out. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Please make sure you like and subscribe and join us on our next episode.
Oh, bring them along.
I think you're headed to the store to get cabin strength right after this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You think choose cabbage?
I do.
How can I be passing this bourbon by?
That's what this is about, though. And we should talk about that again because, Josh, I edited out an episode where you're talking about, some of the things you learned with this experience.
Yeah.
I think that'd be good to talk about. Same with Dan, saying, his experience with this is kind of showing him ones that he never would have bought and now would actually venture them out.
It's a local product.
And that too, right?